If you've been watching any of our videos online, you've probably heard me say that our salespeople at Marine Parts Source are ABYC certified experts. But what does that mean? Who is the ABYC and why is their certification so important? Well, in this video, we're going to get into the details and explain. So let's get started. So I talk a lot about the ABYC in our videos. I think I've mentioned them in almost every video that we've done, but we have a lot of people who have asked us, hey guys, who are the ABYC and why are they so important? So we thought it would be important to give you guys some background on who this organization is and what they're doing that's so influential for the boating industry, because they have a lot of influence on making sure that the boating experience stays safe and reliable and enjoyable for us all. And also, they have a big hand in making sure that the technicians that you work with are competent in giving you good answers for the questions that you have. The ABYC stands for American Boat and Yacht Council, and it's an independent nonprofit organization tasked with the mission of establishing standards around the design and construction and servicing and maintenance of boats across the country. A membership of over 400 volunteers across the industry collaborate each year to ensure that your boating experience stays safe and reliable and enjoyable. The ABYC has been a tremendous influence on boating standards since its inception in 1954, and they've been a leader in the research and solutions for the boating industry across a number of topics, including ignition protection and carbon monoxide poisoning and electric shock drowning and more. One example of the ABYC standards improving the boating experience is this introduction of the neutral holding lock. Now, this button right here that's very common on engine controls may feel like second nature to a lot of boaters, and that's how you use the engine control. You just hold that button down and engage the handle. But it didn't used to exist. Before these buttons were introduced, there used to be a lot of accidents revolving around accidental engagement of the engine control. As you can imagine, people are hanging around on a boat on an afternoon enjoying their time, and then somebody accidentally runs into this handle or a shirt gets caught on it, and then all of a sudden the boat is engaged and it's moving. That has led to numerous damage and accidents over the years. So the ABYC did a lot of research and came up with a great solution, which is this neutral holding lock. And now with this introduction and this standard in place, those accidents have been virtually eliminated, and the boating experience otherwise has been unchanged. Standards are at the core of what the ABYC does, and they're continuously researched and revised each year by over 400 marine professionals across a variety of organizations. These people come from organizations like the U.S. Coast Guard and trade organizations and private entities, and the ABYC even collaborates with international organizations like Transport Canada and the International Organization of Standardization. All of these standards revolve around the design and construction and repair and maintenance of boats, and that includes all the major systems of your boat, whether it be fuel systems or electrical systems, propulsion, steering, and more. All of these standards have contributed to a huge decrease in boating accidents over the 6 decades that the ABYC has been around. Today, over 90% of the boats that are on the water are built to ABYC standards, and there are over 4,500 marine professionals that are certified by the ABYC. In the United States, over 250 million cars each year are serviced by a certified technician, and your boat deserves the same type of care. That's why the ABYC established a certification program for marine technicians, and they currently have over 4,500 ABYC certified technicians across the country. Now, these mechanics are trained at the highest levels of the ABYC standards to ensure that the work that they do, whether it be the design or installation or repair, it meets or exceeds those ABYC standards. Now, there are a lot of different areas of certification available from the ABYC, starting with ABYC standards, but also including marine systems, electrical, corrosion, diesel engines, gasoline engines, AC refrigeration, composites, and more. If you get certified in 3 or more of those areas, you're considered a master technician because you've truly demonstrated your well-rounded expertise in boating service and repair. Now, certifications expire and they have to be renewed annually, and this is going to ensure that all of the technicians are trained on the most modern and up-to-date standards and technologies available. The folks at Marine Parts Source are not just your typical call center people trained to take your order and process your requests. We learned a long time ago that boaters need a lot more help identifying what they need for their boats and their repairs. And if you've ever done any searching for answers online, you know there's a lot of information out there, but it's not all necessarily good information. Whether you're doing the work yourself or you're working with a mechanic, we think it's really important that you're working with someone who is ABYC certified. That way you can ensure that any information you're getting and the work that you're having done meets the strict safety and performance standards that are established by the ABYC. So at Marine Parts Source, we've invested heavily in making sure that our technical salespeople are ABYC certified. Many of the people at Marine Parts Source are seasoned technicians with years of experience working on boats themselves or helping other people work on their boats. And with ABYC certification, you can have confidence in Marine Parts Source and the information that we're giving you. It takes someone with a lot of technical knowledge in order to help you with your boat properly. We want to make sure that you get the job done right the first time so you can get back to the job of enjoying your boat on the water. Hopefully we've given you a better understanding of the ABYC in this video, why their work is so important, why we think it's so important that you work with an ABYC certified professional whenever you're conducting any sort of work on your boat. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the ABYC, you can find them online at abycinc.org. And there you'll find more information about the organization, their standards, and their educational opportunities. Of course, if you're conducting any sort of project on your boat and you have questions, you can contact the ABYC certified experts at Marine Parts Source at the number below. You can always find us online at marinepartsource.com. Now, we would really appreciate it if you'd please like and subscribe to our channel. If you've got any questions, you can certainly leave them in the comments below. We appreciate you watching. Thanks.